Yeah, I picked Evangelion 3.0. You cannot redo the third movie in the Rebuild series. Ken looks like he wants to say something right off the bat.
I guess I should wait. Should I wait for the plot thing?
Tanner accidentally watched the end of Evangelion.
Did you watch? Did you watch
true.
Okay, did you watch the right movie?
I did watch it. No, I was gonna make a complaint, but then I realized we should probably do the plot thing.
Yeah,
first.
probably.
Yeah, so basically, the movie starts out with Asuka and the crew. We're kind of all unknown what the fuck's going on. They're like in space, and they're trying to capture Shinji, who is inside of something. They do, in fact, get Shinji back. He gets put onto the big old spaceship that is now operated by Willie. He gets introduced to all these people, kind of gets acquainted with the fact that there was like a 14-year time skip for when he got, whatever the fuck happened after the third impact, and a little bit more context of the world. He's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. He's not really buying anything. Nobody's really giving him any attention. And then suddenly Rei comes out of nowhere, attacks the ship and tries to reclaim Shinji, in which Shinji does in fact go on with Rei back to the Nerve HQ. And then he wanders around. He meets the fucking whatever the dude's name is, Kaoru, whatever, I can't remember, silver-haired guy. And the silver-haired guy convinces him to pilot an Ava with him, a two-man operated Ava, in which they are going to go on a mission to reclaim the Spears of Longinus that are down way the fuck below the geofront, pierced into Lilith. And by doing that, Shinji has the interpretation that he's going to basically reverse everything that happened with the third impact. They get down there, there's a fight with Asuka and New Girl that I can't remember the name of, while they're attempting to reclaim the Spears. When they get down there pretty quickly, fucking whatever his name is, realizes something wrong with the Spears, and he's trying to get Shinji to not actually claim them again. But he does anyways. He grabs them because he really just wants to fix whatever happened, which then starts the fourth impact. They turn into like a new angel or something. I think they classify as like the 13th angel or something. Another impact starts, and the people at Willie are desperately attempting to stop this from happening. Eventually, fucking whatever his dude name is, he fucking kills himself, which stops it from happening directly instead of really having to intervene. In which case, their fucking Ava crashes down, and then the movie ends with Asuka rescuing Shinji from the pod or whatever they're called, the launch something. I can't think of the fucking jargon. And then they walk off back to Willie or whatever they're doing to get rescued. And that's the third movie.
Tanner,
okay,
what's your bullshit that you have against this movie? This perfect film.
So, it's been a consistent complaint of mine
that
these movies introduce too many questions and do not give you enough answers, and I have a hard time keeping up with what's going on. This movie is by far the worst out of all of them when it comes to this aspect. I literally do not have a fucking clue what is happening, why it's happening, what anyone's motivations are, or what the objective or what's going to happen. I don't understand a fucking thing. I literally could not even begin to explain what or why anything in this movie happens.
I think that's kind of intentional with this one, though. You're kind of being put in Shinji's shoes where he's just immediately thrust into like this weird new world of his where he just has no idea what's going on.
But like I said, it's already being stacked on top of two other movies where a lot of the details are not very clear.
However, Tanner, have you considered at all that this movie has best girl Asuka, who is now legal age, but she stays the same physically,
okay,
therefore making her the ideal waifu?
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I literally don't have any more comments on this movie because I don't understand anything.
I definitely ended up
my
talking
brain don't work.
Tanner, are you saying that perhaps Evangelion is just a bit too smart for you?
Yeah, sure. That's what it is.
I will say, this movie really drives home the point that this is, in fact, a continuation of the anime. It is not... It can be watched separately from it, but this is absolutely supposed to be a continuation from what happened in the anime. Like, the whole... From my perspective, at least, from what I've seen, this is supposed to be basically like another timeline that kind of branches out after the events of the third impact in the anime. So I kind of expect you to watch that, know little bit about what was going on, like the end of Evangelion before you go into this. So that definitely doesn't help. But even me, a guy who's seen all of the anime, the end of Evangelion, I watched a lot of like outside stuff with the series. I also don't know what the fuck's going on with most of this, but I definitely do. What Nico said is basically reiterating what I told him previously about my perspective on this movie. Is that you're watching it all from the perspective of Shinji, and I think they really put that into perspective with this movie a lot. Like with the other movies, we're also watching from the perspective of Shinji, but this movie takes it to like a totally different level. Because you're some fucking kid that tried to save the world, ended up fucking destroying it basically, and then you're 14 years later, you have no idea what the fuck's going on, and then immediately just get manipulated into doing it all over again. Really plays into what's been going on with the themes of this movie for a really long time. But there definitely are some fucking weird questions, like how the hell does anything in NERV even work, given what happened? Like how, like they've got like this massive reactor building and shit that's all powered and stuff. How the fuck does any of that still work? Especially because we've only seen like 2 or 3 people that work there still. How the fuck are they operating and maintaining any of this shit? Also, like, why didn't Willie just... Like, I guess maybe they don't know how many people are still at NERV and, like, what type of defenses they have. But, like, why aren't they just immediately going to NERV and just wiping them off the face of the fucking planet? What's stopping them from doing that?
Because Jackson, they don't want to risk bringing about like another angel or some bullshit, I guess, because they don't want to mess with the spears of Longinus down there, man.
I think the ambiguity of this movie gives it a lot of charm. I think and this isn't a complaint to anything in particular, I think a big issue is a lot of us have some movies figured out before they end or before things happen. I think for a change, it's nice to watch a movie and have no clue what's going on, which kind of gives you the sense to want to either keep watching it or seek out more ways to find the answer. I didn't think of it from the perspective of like we're watching this movie from Shinji's eyes, but I definitely like the idea of that just because, like I said, the ambiguity gives it charm, and like I don't think we need to always have the answers or know what's going to happen next or know what is going to happen, because maybe there are other cues from before or current cues that are going on that help us figure it out. I think I agree with Nico entirely, saying the ambiguity is what makes it really nice. So,
now one question I have that I kind of posited to Jackson, is it like implied that Shinji got like sent to a different timeline or something here?
That is what I am interpreting it as, but I honestly don't really know.
Because like Shinji, like when he's like talking to some of the people there, well, like there's some things there where it doesn't really line up with like what he's used to. For example, he's talking about one girl who's also a new hottie. Okay, she mentions that like she's the younger sister of like this one dude that Shinji knows. When to Shinji, she's normally supposed to be the older sister.
I think he just forgot, though, to be honest.
Why would he forget that?
I don't know.
What would be the point in them doing that, then? Why would they say any of that if he just forgot, if that's the solution there?
Yeah, I assume it's going on the timeline switch thing, because that's what they're attempting to do with just the Rebuild series in general. Like, it's like the second track switch, if you will.
Yeah, wait, but before they stated that Toji's it was his little sister that was in the hospital. So then when he asked your older sister, and she said, "No, I'm his little sister," isn't that still linear?
No.
But if she's the younger sister here and the younger sister in the first movie,
she's not the younger sister in the first one. She's the older sister.
She is?
Yes, that's what he says.
Oh, okay. I completely forgot about that detail.
I thought that was just a scene of him being confused about
what was going on,
like it being 14 years later.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I assumed it was too. It was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. Now, also, guys, another big thing we need to talk about here. The new pink hair girl. How do we feel about her?
I don't know. I don't like her face.
Yeah, there's this one.
Yeah, there's like a pink-haired girl who's working at Willie now or whatever.
Oh,
she's like, I'm supposed to be handling that too, and they're like, yeah, it's kind of your job.
She didn't leave an impact with me.
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
I didn't think anything. I didn't like her face.
I don't like that there are no dojins of her. So anyway,
all right,
do we have any more thoughts on this film, guys?
Thought the action was good. The animation was obviously really good. I enjoyed the movie a lot.
I don't like the gay subtext to it.
Yeah, I wanted
I'm just kidding, guys. That was my favorite part.
I was questioning that part. I was like, I'm wondering what they're trying to do here, because they're giving me mixed messages.
Are pianos the gayest instrument?
No, the cello is.
That's also... I don't think that's true either.
Well, what do you think it is, Dylan?
I don't
The
think
skin
there's
flute?
I don't think there's... No. I don't think there is a gayest instrument. I don't know what that statement's supposed to imply.
Surely one of the... I think it's the piano. I mean, Elton John, John Legend, Stevie Wonder.
I think that's just due to how popular the piano is.
Maybe. We'll see. Mozart.
I definitely think it has to be a woodwind, personally.
Why?
The
You're
recorder.
blowing on some wood, dude.
You blow in most instruments. What's your point?
That is not... Whatever. Whatever.
What?
Anyway.
It's not. It's not what, Tanner?
Whatever.
What do you blow on a drum set, Dylan?
I said most instruments, idiot.
What do you blow on a guitar? What do you blow on a piano? Where are you blowing the maracas, dude? Alright, so Dylan, what do you rank in this movie?
I also gave this movie an S.
Okay.
I also give it an S.
Tanner, just because you don't like the ambiguity, that's your fault.
I did not give this movie an S. I definitely think it's weaker than the other two, but I gave it an A, just a solid
Oh, wait,
A.
did I give it an S?
I
Hold on, I might have given it an S minus. Hold on a second.
I thought you also gave an S.
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that this is the weakest one of the Avas we've watched so far. I still don't think it's like a bad movie, though. I'm gonna rank it... Tanner, you rank it first.
I'm giving it a C. I
God
agree
damn.
I agree the action scenes look cool and there's some fun in here, but like literally since I don't know why anything is happening, I can't really get invested in any of it. So it just kind of becomes flashing colors and music.
That's fair. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a B+, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, this
Where's
is definitely
Chris Jackson?
the lowest rated of all of the movies by a pretty wide margin. Like this one's like a full point lower on like the 1 to 10 scale than the rest of them.
Damn.
Which makes sense. There's a lot of questions this movie presents and doesn't answer anything.
Well, where is it landing?
A minus. I was just about to say that.
Ah.
Yeah.
It is the best movie.
minus?
Yeah, A minus. That is the best movie we watched this week. Yeah, Dylan's S really
It-
outranks your C.
Now, well, it's only... Wait, right? Yeah, it's only one below the first one then.
Yes.
Not a full rank.
No.
Well, I'm
He's
saying
talking about, like, in general.
yeah, like on like My Animals, for example, it's rated like a 7.6 or something when like the fourth one is rated like an 8.6. Is what I was trying to say.